Welcome to another episode of Dating App Disaster Stories podcast talk show, where we discuss all the fun and crazy topics that you love, brought to you by WeRate.Stream. All right, love warriors and heartbreak survivors, buckle up. I'm your host, and today we are diving into a story so brilliantly awkward it could only happen in one place: an escape room. Yeah, you heard me. The place designed to trap you in a small space with puzzles and pressure. What could possibly go wrong on a first date there? This gem comes from a listener we're calling Claustrophobic Chloe. Let's get into it. So, Chloe matches with a guy, let's call him Puzzle Master Paul, whose profile is all about his genius-level intellect and love for mind-bending challenges. He suggests they skip the boring coffee date and go straight to an escape room. He books a two-person session for a theme called The Crypt of the Pharaoh. Romantic, right? They meet there. Paul is already giving off, vibes. Not necessarily bad vibes, but strong I smell my own intelligence vibes. He's explaining the history of escape rooms to the game master. Chloe's already getting a little ick, but she's a good sport. The door locks. It's dim, it's dusty, there's fake cobwebs everywhere, and Paul immediately transforms. This isn't a date anymore. It's his personal TED Talk. He's snapping his fingers, pointing at hieroglyphics, and basically treating Chloe like his personal assistant. You, hold this torch. No, not like that. The light needs to hit the sconce at a 45-degree angle to reveal the hidden code. Chloe's trying to play along, but she's literally just following orders. She finds a key hidden inside a fake scarab beetle and, feeling pretty proud of herself, holds it up. Paul snatches it from her hand and says, and I quote, "Excellent. I deduced that would be there. Now, the lockbox under the altar, not the one by the sarcophagus. Obviously." The obviously did it. The ick turned into a full-blown flood. But the real disaster was yet to come. They get to the final puzzle. It involves two ropes hanging from the ceiling. The clue says something about a united effort. Paul, in a stunning display of arrogance, declares he's solved it. He says they need to pull the ropes simultaneously with precise equal force. He gets on one, gives Chloe the other. On my count. 3, 2, 1. Pull. They pull. A loud grinding sound happens, and from a hidden panel in the wall, not the door, a torrent of fake, sticky, neon green pharaoh slime pours out, drenching Chloe from head to toe. It's in her hair, on her clothes. It smells like cheap candy and regret. Silence, except for the drip, drip, drip of slime. Paul looks at her, covered in glowing green goo, and instead of apologizing or even laughing, he throws his hands up and says, "You pulled too hard. You threw off the equilibrium. The mechanism was clearly pressure sensitive." The game master had to let them out early. Chloe had to do the walk of shame through the lobby, leaving a trail of green slime, while Paul was at the front desk arguing for a refund because the puzzles were logically inconsistent. Oh, honey, no. So, treating a date like a corporate team building exercise? Newsflash, dude, she's not your intern. Your date is your partner, not your audience or your employee. The constant correcting and condescending, obviously comments are a one-way ticket to Blockedville. Now, blaming her for the disaster? Even if she did pull too hard, which she didn't, you walnut, the correct response is to laugh. You say, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. That was my terrible idea. Let me buy you all the drinks to get this taste out of your mouth." You do not demand a refund while she's morphing into the Incredible Hulk. Now, for the right way to handle an escape room date disaster. I mean, the idea itself isn't terrible. It's active, it's different, it lets you see how someone problem solves. The key is to lean into the teamwork. Use we statements. What do we think this means? Hey, great find with that key. Now, when, not if, when something goes hilariously wrong, that is your golden moment. That is the story you'll tell forever. You embrace the chaos together. You laugh until you cry. You wear the pharaoh slime as a badge of honor. The goal isn't to escape the room. The goal is to have a fun story with your date. If you escape, cool. If you get covered in goo, even better. The disaster wasn't the slime. The disaster was his ego. Chloe, you are a warrior queen. For surviving that, we hope your next date is somewhere with a lot of open space and very few puzzles. Well, we hope you enjoyed another one of our episodes. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for early hidden episodes. And of course, leave a comment to tell us what you think. See you next time.